Welcome to the video tutorial for masking calculation zones. Masking allows you to remove points from calculation zones. You can remove individual points or groups of points from calculation zones using the mask commands. The mask command is in the calculation panel of the Home tab on the ribbon bar. Click the image on the button to begin the displayed mask command, or click the arrow below the image to select another mask command. You can mask calculation points with a rectangle or a polygon, or use an existing surface or mask individual calculation points. Select the rectangular mask command. You are prompted to first select a calculation zone. A mask can only be applied to one calculation zone. In the design environment, left-click on an existing calculation zone to select it. Once selected, a calculation zone will highlight in red. After you've selected a calculation zone, right-click the mouse to confirm your selection. To make it easier to draw a mask, the cursor is locked into the plane of the calculation zone. To draw the rectangular mask, left-click to select the first corner of the rectangle. A preview of your mask outline will now follow the cursor to help you determine the second corner point. Left-click again to complete the command. The completed mask is displayed as a dashed purple line. The calculation points located within the rectangular area have been removed and are no longer included in the statistics for this calculation zone. If you move the calculation zone, the masks associated with that zone will move with it. You cannot move a mask within a calculation zone after it has been created. You can use the stretch command to modify the size of a mask zone, or use the erase command to remove it entirely. To select a mask zone to stretch or erase, you must select the dashed outline. When you delete a mask, the masked points will be restored to the calculation zone. To create a polygonal mask, select the polygonal mask command from the mask command menu. Next, select the calculation zone to be masked. Begin drawing your polygonal mask by left-clicking in the design environment. Each subsequent left-click will define a new vertex or corner of the polygon. After you set the last vertex, right-click to close the mask. To mask points individually, select the Mask Point command. When masking a point, you do not need to first select a calculation zone. You can mask individual points by left-clicking them. Once you click a point, it will be masked. You can use the Undo command to unmask the point. If you accidentally mask a point and can no longer use Undo to bring it back, you can unmask it by drawing a new rectangular mask on the calculation zone that overlaps your missing masked point. Then, when you erase this rectangular mask, all points masked by the rectangle will be restored. Sometimes when you create a large calculation zone, you may find that some objects in the room have calculation points inside of them or under them. To remove points obstructed by a surface, use the Mask by Surface command. Select the command, then select the calculation zone you wish to mask. After you confirm your selection, you are prompted to select a surface. You can select multiple surfaces to generate multiple masks simultaneously. After you are finished selecting surfaces, right-click to complete the command. It's possible for the edges of a surface to match up with the edge of a mask, but you can tell it's there by the hidden points or by hiding the solids within the Layer Manager. This concludes this training video on masking points. If you have questions or comments about masking, send them to support@visual-3d.com. After you are done finished selecting surfaces,